my name is Detective Carrie Canada with the Ottawa County Sheriff's Department. I've been with the Sheriff's Office for a little over 13 and a half years.
And I'm Detective Jim Ludema with the Holland Department of Public Safety, and I've been with my department for approximately 17 years. Over the past 8 to 10 years, Detective Canada and I have been primarily responsible for crimes against children investigations, internet investigations, and digital forensics. Because of our specialty, we are often called upon to do community presentations on online safety.
And while I realize the importance of this type of information, we've also found that it can be difficult for parents to find the time to attend these types of events. With this in mind, we came up with the idea for an internet safety web series.
Our hope is that this web series will provide you with some updated and relevant information regarding online safety that you can access anytime.
This series will be made up of several short videos that provide information and tips on how to help keep your kids safe online. By providing shorter, more specific videos, we are giving you the ability to choose what information you'd like to learn more about. Understanding the technology your child is using and knowing how to keep up on what they are doing are the first steps in keeping them safe. In the first few series, we plan to provide information on both of those topics. We are working with schools in the district to provide this content to you via a platform you are already somewhat familiar with. As we create new content, it will be provided to the schools to be placed on their school parent portals where you will then have access to it. The school will send out an email when new content has been made available. Our goal is to try and provide new information at least monthly.
The internet is a great tool that in many ways has made life today more enjoyable. However, just like with anything, with the good also comes the bad. There are many ways that people use the internet to trick, cheat, and harm other people. It is important to understand the risks that exist online in order to try and avoid them. Talking with your children about these risks is the most important thing that you can do. On a daily basis, we see kids getting involved in sexting, cyberbullying, and inappropriate online relationships. Kids are revealing too much personal information, posting information that could affect their futures, saying things to hurt someone that they would never say in person, and sharing explicit pictures and videos. And we are not just talking about kids in high school. We have seen all these behaviors in kids as young as 9 and in adults who should most definitely know better. Studies have shown that the area of a person's brain that handles impulse control is not fully developed until around the age of 25. Coupling that with a child's natural curiosity, their inherent need to test boundaries, and social pressures leads them to making mistakes. Your child will mess up. We've all been there. We've all made mistakes. However, in this day and age, the idea that those mistakes can be out there online forever brings things to a whole new level. Knowing what we know about children, we are failing them if we just turn over the mobile device and give them free rein. Kids do not think about the consequences before they do something. It is your job to talk with them about the risks that are out there and the consequences they could face for making the wrong choice online.
While kids may feel their online behaviors are no big deal or just a joke, many of these actions come with serious criminal consequences if prosecuted. As you saw from the definition of sexting on the previous slide, children who are producing and distributing such content are creating and sharing child pornography. All criminal charges related to child pornography are multi-year felonies that will land someone convicted of such crimes on the sex offender registry. Not to mention, once a child hits send, that picture or video is out of their control. It is now in someone else's hands to copy, forward, or post online. And sexting doesn't just involve those who initially take or send and receive the content. It can also involve anyone who possesses it or forwards it in any way. Cyberbullying is a growing problem in our schools. We all grew up hearing, if you don't have anything nice to say, then don't say anything at all. But gone are those days. Now it seems if you don't have anything nice to say, then you just post it online, hiding behind that computer screen, feeling anonymous. And unfortunately, adults are just as much to blame for this behavior as our youth. It is important for you and your children to understand that you are not anonymous, and if found to be posting harassing communications, you can be charged with a felony. Adults need to be leading by example. If you have a problem with someone, talk to them in person. Teach your children the right way to deal with conflict. Apart from the criminal consequences that many of these actions may result in, is the emotional toll that these risky behaviors can take on a child. Think of the normal pressures of fitting in that kids deal with on a daily basis, and how that can affect them. And now add to that a naked photo that gets forwarded around school, or a mean website made just to make fun of someone. Too many children have already taken their own lives due to online bullying and sexting situations. Talk to your child about the risks they face if they get involved in these behaviors. And remember, your child does not have to be the sender or recipient of inappropriate content or the poster of inappropriate statements to be involved. He or she may also be the bystander that does nothing to stop or report the behavior. Teach your child to make the right choices.
Talk with your child about what they are doing and who they are talking to online. Parents commonly ask questions about their children's interests outside of technology. How was basketball practice? Or how did music class go? However, they have no clue what their kids like to do online. Are they playing a certain online game? Learning how to produce music or how to edit photos? Be interested in the good things they do online, and they will be more open to talk to you about other things that may happen online. Gone are the days where we have to worry about the one household computer and making sure we keep it in a common area. Now families have multiple mobile connected devices throughout their household. However, adults can still enforce the same rules. Keep computer towers and laptops in a common area. Don't allow mobile devices in your child's room at night. Not only does having their device in their room at night tempt them to possibly make bad decisions, it may keep them awake chatting with their friends until all hours of the night. This can drastically affect your child's performance in school. Set boundaries, time restrictions, and expectations up front. Before you even give your child a mobile device, make sure you lay out the rules of use and the consequences if those rules are violated. That way, when you take your child's device away because they broke a rule, your child will know why. They will still not like it, but they will know the expectations and the consequences up front, and therefore hopefully will at least respect it. Your child needs to build your trust and show they know how to use any device you give them in the appropriate ways. Until then, don't be afraid to check your child's device, and let them know you will be checking it. Not only does this help you keep your child safe, but it gives your child the excuse that my parents check my phone if someone is pressuring them to do something they are uncomfortable with. The next series of videos will help you learn how to check and monitor your child's online behavior.
Opening up the lines of communication with your child about their online activities will hopefully make them more likely to come to you and report anything that makes them uncomfortable. If you become aware of any inappropriate behavior online by your child or someone else, please contact your local law enforcement for any criminal actions or the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children's cyber tip line for anything you feel is inappropriate. Hopefully you found some of this information useful and will continue to tune in for future videos. In the next series, we will focus on how to check browsing history, activate search filters, and set time restrictions on a range of devices. We will also talk about device monitoring options.